Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another live commentary. Happy Kwanzaa to everybody that celebrates it that's Black, and also happy Boxing Day for my Canadian subscribers and friends on Facebook, Ty, and all you guys. Yeah, it's another holiday. It's after Christmas. I'm glad that I got a bunch of stuff I'm going to show you guys on New Year's. I'm doing a podcast for the 1999 sci-fi comedy Galaxy Quest. Yeah, the one and only. There is no sequel or anything. It's just one off. And I hope that it stays that way because you don't need a Galaxy Quest 2. It won't be the same. Without Alan Rickman, it won't be the same. But let's do this movie. It's about an hour and 41 minutes. So it's basically a parody of Star Trek. A good parody. Look at that title. Great. That looks like the Enterprise. There's Tony Shalhoub. Rest in peace, Alan Rickman. It's the first movie I saw him in before the Sigourney Weaver in the flesh. Not a CGI cat in the flesh. You can't beat that. There's Tony Shalhoub before he did Monk. He did this before Harry Potter. Mm-hmm. There's Tim Allen, man. We still have him. Omega 13 to be continued. Oh, they're in a convention like Comic-Con. See? Don't piss off a fan base. Because when you do that, we will turn on you. That's why Avatar 2 is not making money. See, James Cameron? Because you're a dick. Who directed this movie? Oh, Dean Parasat. I've heard of him. Mm-hmm. Sam Rockwell. Enrico Colantoni. Is that the guy from there's a black guy, yeah. This movie's so good, man. It's a classic now. There's rarely any good sci-fi comedies now, except for Guardians of the Galaxy, but that's only. I miss you, Alan Rickman. I miss you a lot. Yes, he was a British actor, but he had such a good voice. This is one of the few roles he's not an anti-hero or a villain. Because in Harry Potter, Professor Snape we thought he was a villain because he wears black and he's very dark, but he's an anti-hero. There's a very talented people, and you also have Missy Pyle. This is the first thing I saw her in. Gorgeous woman. He's basically a parody of William Shatner, who we still have, by the way. Such a fun movie. When people are a fan of something, give them what they want, and you will get a good response. Because when I went to see, the actors from, in Comic-Con, from Power Rangers and all that, people loved it. Amy Jo Johnson was treated like a queen. And it's sad. It's sad when Sigourney Weaver is hotter here than she is now. Well, she's still attractive. She's 71 years old, but I don't want to see her as a CGI abomination. Stop wasting her time, James Cameron. She doesn't have 100 years to live, man. Give her a role that's let her be human. In Afterlife, Ghostbusters Afterlife, that was a cameo, and that was better than anything she did in Avatar 2. I won't say that stupid line on more. I love this voice, man. Where are my detonators? Is the same actor. He did this like 10 years after Die Hard. Never surrender. Yeah. I feel really good. Look at my face. I have a glow to me. I'm not worn out anymore. I guess because that's what happens after Christmas. I'm, all that baggage and all the weight is lifted off my shoulders. There's a the autograph signings. Sam Rockwell. Look, there's an Asian girl there. He doesn't want to be there. Let me see who's this director. I've heard of him. Hey, that's Justin Long. I know he was in this movie. I forgot. Remember, I was 14 when this came out. I didn't see it until the year 2000 because it came out late in 1999. Because I saw episode 1 and I loved it, and I still do. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, he directed Red 2, and I enjoy Red 2. I think it's underrated. Oh my God, she's still a gorgeous woman. Yeah, she's still a woman. She didn't progress. She didn't transcend. She stood as a woman, and her voice. Oh, those are the aliens. Yeah. Daria, we need your help. Yeah, they talk really weird, but they're so. They think they're actually super, space warriors. The Thermians, they're really good makeup effects. No CGI with them. I don't know where they have bobby cuts, man. Missy Pyle, man. Excuse me. This guy does some decent work. I really like it. I haven't seen Bill and Ted 3 because I haven't seen the first two. Yeah, because Ghostbusters 1 and 2 and Alien and Aliens, better movies that were done with sci-fi. And because, Ghostbusters has some science fiction in it. It's more of a comedy, but yeah. I love geekdom, guys. I'm a nerd. You guys know that. Look at my walls. Look at all the hats I wear. Look at all the movies I've reviewed this year. I'm a total nerd. And I know that, and I embrace it. Don't feel too bad about not getting presents, Josh, because, it's better to give than to receive. And you gave me some stuff this year, so. And I gave you some hope, because 2023 will be better. It can't be any worse. My brother's going to move out. Fun with Dick and Jane, I just thought that was kind of disappointing. Home Fries, I haven't seen that. See? They're talking shit about him. You see? Some fans could be dicks, but, you know, I know, Tim, man, and I don't feel bad. I like you, and the Santa Clauses, you're one of the only reasons I saw that show. You're the real Buzz Lightyear. Poor Justin Long. Yeah, I mean, when actors are they talk bad about them, that people get upset about it. I mean, the hobo's not upset that I trashed her. She knows she's not a good actress. Why do you think she didn't do anything this year? The bubble was a mistake. Also, Sigourney Weaver, that gorgeous blonde hair in this movie. Yeah, yeah, he's drinking. Yeah, again, PG movie back in the late '90s, guys. It was a different time. Now they can't even say "damn" in a PG movie now. William Shatner, I heard he's kind of a dick in real life, but I haven't met him. I saw him in Galaxy Con. That's it. Don't feel too bad, Tim Allen. You've had a very successful career. Some people wish they had the career that you did. The hobo's never going to be successful again. Keep her the hell away from the MCU, please. Please. Just keep her away. I haven't seen this movie in years. Those costumes are great. They're simple. They're just gray suits. They look way better than that stupid Lost in Space movie. Oh my god, that movie pissed me off. Klaatu Nebula. Nebula, that's the character from Guardians of the Galaxy that Josh loves so much. I get it. You know, Karen Gilliam has a big ass, and she has that voice like this, which would normally bother me if it was a she-male, but it's not. It's a beautiful woman with makeup and dark, contact lenses. My mom thought we saw Tim Allen's crotch. No, it's just he's in his underwear. It's a PG movie. They didn't show a lot of nudity back then in a PG movie. Maybe they showed an ass shot, but that was about it. I could delete these Christmas pictures. Yeah, they don't know that he's not really a commander. Is that Rainn Wilson? Yeah, that's right. I didn't notice. That's him with emo haircut. And that guy with the weird face, he was in Deadpool. They speak really good English without any accents, which is that's a really good sign. Because good God, there's so many aliens in these movies now, in the MCU and the DCU, and they have to read subtitles. Hmm. Yeah, but she talks later and has a sweet voice. Yeah, that's what you should put in every superhero movie or sci-fi movie. If they don't speak English, have a translator. I mean, they did that in Independence Day. The alien was talking to the scientist. That's how you do it. I don't want to read. Sorry, Black Panther 2, but I didn't want to read. Atuma could have spoken English with a translator, like, because the language was too much for me. It was way too much of it. You have a magical voice, Missy. She always has. Like, even in that god awful Home Alone sequel, Home Alone 4. He's still on a bender. The makeup effects are fantastic in this movie. The villain of the movie looks like a character that will be in Guardians of the Galaxy or Star Trek or Star Wars. Oh, that is the guy from Just Shoot Me. Yeah, with Laura Giacomo. That's him. I knew I recognized his face. I'm like, he looks familiar. Because Shalup, these aliens look great. Again, kiss my fat ass, Avatar: Way of Water. This is how you do it. Makeup, real costumes. They're actually on screen. I don't want to see blue cats like the in the water. I can see water outside my house. I'm not angry. I'm just saying that this movie did it better, and this was 10 years before Avatar. That looks awesome. Again, Cameron, what happened to you? Why can't you do practical effects? It's going to be cheaper. Well, your movie would have bombed if it was impractical. Yeah, it would have made a lot of money. People don't care about CGI for the whole freaking movie. If they want to see CG, they'll see a Pixar movie. Oh wait, I forgot. They don't see Pixar movies anymore because all the Pixar movies have bombed. He sounds like the villain sounds like General Grievous. Like, I've been trained by Count Dooku. Yeah, that. Yeah, I just prefer practical effects, especially in a sci-fi movie. Not everything needs to look like a video game. I let it slide in Doctor Strange because both movies are visually stunning, but they go into different dimensions. In Avatar, is supposed to be in one place. Thermia. These effects and these makeup effects and also the costumes, they're real. I can see it. Dean Parasat did not make a video game. He wanted to make a film homaging Star Trek, the original 60s show. Not all these stupid shows like Picard and Discovery and Protege. No, the original Star Trek. Or even the one I grew up with, which is the Next Generation. This is also after Men in Black. Yeah, and even that had really good practical effects. Only use CG when you need to. Don't force it down our faces. Hey, little Sims, you finally made it. We're about 20 minutes in. I like to see things that are actually on the screen. See, I think this is CG. Yeah. But it looks good. I'm in a bubble. Space, the final frontier. Look at that. That looks amazing. Even with the 90s CGI, it still looks amazing. It's the planets in the solar system, not Pandora, which I'm sorry, that looks off to me. I don't know what it is. It looks pretty if it was a video game, but as a feature film, it looks fake. To infinity and beyond. Like I had to say, guys, This came out the same year as Toy Story 2, my favorite of the franchise. And the reason these movies bomb is because Disney thinks they need to put $400 million on the screen. I'm like, where did the money go? Where did it go? This movie, I can see the money. How much did this movie cost? This movie was from 22 years ago, and it looks better than a movie from now. How is that possible? Is this a sci-fi movie? Yes, Little Sims. You've never seen this? Look, Galaxy Quest. See these aliens? They still look better than the Na'vi. Look at that. These are CGI, but they're green. Yeah, blue and bluish green. I missed. It's an American sci-fi comedy film. And it won a bunch of Saturn Awards. Close. It won a best. It won 10. It got 10 Saturn Awards, including Best Director, Best Actress Sigourney Weaver, Best Supporting Actor Rickman and Allen for winner. This movie cost $45 million. 45. That's it. Not 100 million, not 500 million, not a billion. 45. That's crazy that this movie costs only an eighth of the budget of an Avatar movie or a Star Wars movie or Star Trek. Because, again, it looks good. And it made 90 million, and it made about double its budget. Again, this is how you do it. It got a cult status. It is a cult movie. It's basically like Ice Pirates or Buckaroo Banzai. I love that they've actually taken this seriously. See, especially from Star Trek fans for its affectionate parody, but also from mainstream audiences as a comedy film in its own right. Several Star Trek cast members and crew praised the film. It was included in Reader's Digest list of the 100 funniest films of all time in 2012, and Star Trek voted the 7th best Star Trek film of all time in 2013. This is a termite. Yeah. Oh, the good old days. Remember when they make good sci-fi movies and they'd have to make these video games? Yeah. Unless you're Sonic or Detective Pikachu, I don't need to see a video game on this big screen. You know, I don't need to see a movie look like a video game. Excuse me. It says the consensus, intelligent and humorous satire with an excellent cast. Yes. If I met Missy Paul, I would let her I would let her sign this. She's such a doll. You beautiful, beautiful woman. See, I can be heterosexual and not have to apologize for it, guys. It's not hard. It really isn't. Look at Sam Rockwell as shitting green. Yeah, he's great. He was in Iron Man 2. He's great in the Bad Guys. Yeah, it's no previous Trekkie knowledge needed to enjoy this. You saw that's beaming them up. Man, this movie still holds up, man, really well. I know why my friend Levi likes this movie so much. I'm like, yeah, it's a good film. It's funny and it's a good satire without referencing Star Trek, like right in your face. That looks amazing. Look at those googly booglies. They're like alien octopuses or, yeah, look at that. Or squids. Again, James Cameron, where are these effects? Where are they? Stop wasting our time with $300 million budget video game movies. Cutscenes. This looks so much better. It's there. They can see it. They can touch it. It's real. It's imaginative. That's the problem with James Cameron now. He lost his imagination after Titanic. That looks so good, man. I want a toy of that alien creature. Con. Yeah, those effects. I'm like, how did Men in Black, this movie, and the Men in Black sequels look better than Avatar and Avatar: Way of Water? Oh, let me see. The budget is lower. You don't need $200 million. If I did Red Riding Hood 2058, it'd be Karen Gilliam in a Red Riding Hood costume with a hoodie, and maybe the wolf is CG, but that's it though. And maybe the backgrounds look like Blade Runner. That would be cool. You don't need $300 million. Karen could look good in a freaking in a beach towel and a green screen behind her and a film set, and that would be great. That would be enough. At least these aliens are polite, and it's good that the aliens are not the villains here. The green villains are. Look at Sam Robinson. Yeah, on their planet, they took their show from another planet, just kind of like in Sonic 2, that his transmission when Sonic did the in the first movie when he did the blackout, Tails saw that, so that was cool. That it was good continuity. Hey, I would love to see a TV show from another planet. That'd be awesome, man. If I could see like Guardians 3 on a spaceship, that would be fantastic. That would make my I would be complete. That would be really awesome. Yeah. This movie looks amazing. Why didn't I see this movie last year? Oh yeah, because I wasted my time doing movies that I got, I had technical issues last year. It's so good. If you haven't seen this film, Little Sims, what are you waiting for? You're 14, you can watch this movie. It's a PG. Very inoffensive. Well, there's some curse words here, but there's nothing that's going to scar you. It's a kids film. It's a family film, basically. Not because it's a PG. That looks awesome, man. Yes, it's real, Alan Rickman. So good, man. Because Spaceballs was the Star Wars parody. This is the Star Trek one. Of course, this movie is better. It's got a better cast. Yeah. It's like they're living the show, and that's great. Man, Sigourney Weaver, your voice is hot. Why would they make you they de-age you and make you some Navi child? You're 71 years old, which is not a problem for me because, again, still a knockout. I would love to meet her at Comic-Con. She could sign my Alien DVD. I'm never going to let her sign Avatar. I'm like, I have more respect for that woman than James Cameron does now. He went from Aliens with her to this? No. To Avatar? No. No. How dare you? You take a legendary actress like her and you let her be like her human form was nothing but like a stuffy scientist. Jake, don't get into trouble. That's all she says. Yeah, they can't do this. This is copyrighted from Paramount. The Paramount didn't do this movie. So good, man. So good. After seeing all this bullshit that they call sci-fi now in 2022 and 2020, 2021, this is a breath of fresh air, man. Sam Rockwell, so good, man. This is an excellent cast. just like the cast of the Avengers. So basically, Alan Rickman is Spock, but without the pointy ears, because again, he had to, Leonard Nimoy was Jewish. He wasn't British. This is amazing, and I love sci-fi, so this is like a high for me, guys. This is like something I hadn't seen. I hadn't seen this movie in decades. I love this movie so much, man. And if the cast of Star Trek approved this movie and gave it a thumbs up, Leonard Nimoy, Shatner, uh, uh, George Takei, all these legendary actors, yeah, then it's okay with me. And they got a black man that's not British. Oh my God, that is such a impressive. If this was remade today, that would be Daniel Kaluuya from Get Out because he looks just like him. Yes, I know he's in Across the Spider Verse. I'm not going to attack him, Josh. Please hear me out. I'm still watching that movie in the theater, like because I didn't see the first one in the theater, so I got to see this one. It's after. I think it's before or after the Flash movie. That's the movie I need the most, though, because after all these delays and so much controversy in the DC universe getting rebooted, I need a Flash movie in my life. I want to say that I lived to see the Flash movie. That looks great. It looks just like the Enterprise. That's great. It's the NSE Protector, NCEA Protector. They're going into outer space. Love this. Hey, they're going to go into outer space in Fast 10, so why not? Those movies were already a cartoon by the sixth movie. This is great, man. I love looking at this movie. Why did it take me so long to do this movie? Why? I've owned this movie for years. I bought it at Best Buy before before it went out of business. Whoa, sorry. This is the deluxe edition, but there was no commentary, which I was disappointed with because Dean Parasot didn't do a commentary for Red 2 either. And it's a good movie. It's a good sequel. There's a document. There's the story of Galaxy Quest. There's the effects. Sigourney Weaver raps, deleted scenes, Thermian audio track. That I want to see here. I'll see that next time in 2023. Before Guardians 3. So good, man. If Karen wore something like this, Josh, I would come running. Those silver outfits. Bugs. Ugh. Because I saw another movie with Alan Rickman where he did the voice of a robot, but it was so confusing. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, I was not into that one. I don't think it was that funny because Martin Freeman in that movie was not funny. He looked like a British Tom Hanks at that time. But then when he did The Hobbit and excuse me, I need some water. When he did The Hobbit and Black Panther, I'm like, yeah, this guy's really good. He's a good actor. They wasted him in Black Panther too, but that's not his fault. You saw the drinking Kool-Aid. See, they do that sound, but that's not annoying. It's not. They sound like a bird. But in Black Panther 2, I'm not knocking the movie. It's just that it needed to be shorter. This movie's under 2 hours. It's an hour and 40 minutes. And we're about 40 minutes in almost. I don't want this movie remade, and I don't want a sequel. Let me see who does that voice. It's so enjoyable, man. I haven't had a single problem with the movie so thus far. You can say some of the CG and when he looks out the window is a little dated, but it looks like freaking Star Wars compared to Avatar 2. Sorry. Yeah. Who's the villain? Well, Saris. Oh, that was Corbin Blue? That was Corbin Blue in the beginning of the movie? Again, look at that. Look at those makeup effects. Because when I love when I love a movie, I don't try to I don't try to lie about it. Just use my tissue. Who does the voice of Cyrus? Is Robin Sachs. Robin Sachs. He passed away, so rest in peace, Robin. Yeah, he was a British actor. He played Ethan Rayne in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He passed away in 2013. He was Mr. Bowman in the Lost World Jurassic Park. No wonder I never saw him in a Star Wars movie. He did Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the video game. Yeah, so two actors passed away in this movie. You had Alan Rickman and Robin Sachs. Both Brits. Yeah, unfortunately. At least that character looks better than Idris Elba when he had all that makeup in Star Trek Beyond. It looked great, but you didn't need to show him in human form. I don't want to see Idris Elba's face and everything, guys. Sonic, it worked because in Sonic 2, because it was just his voice. He had no kill the hedgehog. He had a cool voice for Knuckles. I'll give him that. But when I have to look at his face in a movie, it's too much. Warp Speed. This movie came out This movie came out before Shrek, also, because DreamWorks did Shrek, and that was a massive hit. Wow. Oh, look, it's the ending of The Rise of Skywalker again. You, this movie's better. There's little triangles in space that are it's a minefield, not star destroyers. But again, this is so much better. That's the BS I had to deal with in the 2010s and the 2020s. The Star Wars sequel trilogy and Avatar 2 and all this. And yeah, it's just movies were better back in the day. I don't know what that is, but again, if that was Kaluuya, he breaks his arm, yeah, because he's basically Uhura, because Uhura was the black woman on the Enterprise. He's yeah, poor I'm sorry, but dude, but yeah, that never happened on Star Trek. I don't think they broke their arms. Shaft. We're 42 minutes in. I'm just having a ball. It's an hour and 42 minutes, but without the end credits, probably 138. So it's 141 minutes. No, I mean 101 minutes. An hour and 41 minutes, not 141 minutes. This will be way longer if it was 2 hours and 20 minutes. You blow the bloody ship. The chemistry in this movie is just amazing with this cast. You blow the bloody ship. Normally that would make me cringe. It would make me bite my tongue like this. But because I loved Alan Rickman and I miss him, I'll let it happen. I'll let him have this. But if freaking the hobo said that, I would be like, just shut your face. Or Florence Pugh, yeah. Blech. No, they're not. Hmm. I know it's a funny show, but the premise is kind of messed up because there's 7 people. What is it? 7? Yes, 7 people, engulfed on a deserted island with no other people, and yet it's supposed to be funny. I'm like, it's hilarious. The show was about the dialogue and the writing was what saved that show because the premise is like Lost, but if Lost was turned into a comedy. pretty much. I don't know what means. Are you opening your mouth? Group hug. Again, these effects still look great. It's like Starship Troopers. That movie bombed, but it was still a fun movie, and it's the best one of all the films they made. I want to see. I want to do a podcast for that movie next year because I want to do more sci-fi. Never surrender. Again, look at that spaceship, man. I know the chat's kind of dead, I guess, because Josh didn't isn't up yet. I don't because what time is it? 12. Where he lives, it's 11. Delete this. It's like a Firefly. Remember that show? That was another show that failed, but it got a huge following. And Serenity came out. That was a good movie. I got to do a podcast for that too. Yep, that is an Oscar-winning actor, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this is the planet. It looks like Geonosis from episode 2. Again, it looks better than Pandora. Because I'm like, you don't need to make a movie 3 hours, James Cameron. That was always going to be against you. The only reason that Endgame made that money is because it was before the pandemic and it was the end chapter of a freaking of this saga. Yeah, and besides, Endgame was powerful, emotional stuff. It wasn't just looking at a green screen the whole time. Yeah, this is where they see the aliens, the hostile aliens. Yeah, I'll have to sit on it. Mm-hmm. Again, it's a real desert, real people on the planet. There's some green screen, but it's in the background. It doesn't look like they're not there. You know, Star Trek actually used real props and real sets and real locations. Oh, yeah, this is the rock monster. There they are. There's the aliens. They look cute at first, but then, yeah, look at that. Late 90s CG. Again, those look better than the Na'vi. Miners that they're mining for something, not miners, babies to like 16-year-old kids. Look at that. See, Sam Rockwell's not stupid. Again, I care about these creatures. James Cameron. Sigourney, remember, don't talk to a blue alien again. You saw what the Na'vi did when they found out they were trying to take their unobtainium or whatever the hell it's called now. See? They're attacking them. Oh no. They don't wear any pants either. Who do you miss the most in this movie? Probably Alan Rickman, because I didn't know who Robin Sachs was, the voice of Saris, the main villain. Because Alan Rickman did so many iconic roles. He was the Sheriff of Nottingham. He was Hans Gruber. He was in Harry Potter. He even did the caterpillar in Alice in Wonderland 2010. I miss him a lot, man. I do. I never would have said that with a Binto now, but the man was a legend. I'll eventually get this movie on Blu-ray because there was a slight pause in the movie, but it's because the DVD I got it years ago and it was made in Mexico, unfortunately. Manufactured there. Never surrender. And unlike Finn, who they made into a joke in Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker, I like this actor better. I think it's Daryl Mitchell. Tommy. Autopilot, like in Phantom Menace when Anakin's flying into the droid army ship. Yeah. Yeah, Daryl Mitchell. He was also in an episode of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. He was in it. There's some subtitles. That's strange. It looks like a child. What should we do? Hit it with a rock, and we'll eat it. Ooh, man, right in the face. They still look better than the Na'vi. They just don't have the long braids and those big eyes. What is that? Hey, Timon! I found a human being! Yeah, it looks like Pumbaa from space. Again, these effects are fantastic. They really are. These are kind of effects you would see on The Mandalorian on Disney Plus, not that don't cost $300 million. Thank you very much. This thing has eyes all over its face. See, that's a better joke than in The Last Jedi. Oh, please, because this is a comedy. The Last Jedi is not supposed to be a comedy, guys. Was Empire Strikes Back a comedy? No, there were some jokes here and there, but it was taken seriously. When Luke was fighting Vader, they weren't cracking jokes. Or when Luke loses his hand, or when Han gets frozen, nobody was laughing at that. It is fun to watch this, dude. It's like when Mando was fighting that giant rhino creature in the first season of The Mandalorian. That gets me high as a kite. I see that and I'm like, why isn't Star Wars like this all the time? Oh yeah, because Disney Plus, Mando is still king. He's still the king. No other show has come close to being as good as Mando, except for like with Marvel, it was WandaVision because that didn't have as many problems. Ugh. Oh, it's bleeding. Oh my god. Oh god. Again, there they go. Gornak is a giant rock monster, like the rock biter or the thing from Fantastic Four. Kill it. It's a rock. Unless this is a rock Pokemon and you have a water Pokemon. Yeah, it's just rocks. Yeah, this is so much better than The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. And yes, I heard some commentaries from my good friend Michael on Twitter. And yeah, I saw the films. I just heard that what they were explaining. They were explaining what was happening. So I did technically see them. I just didn't look at the screen. About the Croft, yeah. Beam me up, Scotty. So he's basically like Scotty. Man, Tim Allen's very hairy in this movie. I know. She is heavenly, dude. Hearing, see, subtle wink and a nod. He wasn't looking at her like this. He was like, oh, exactly. Again, and he's dead. It was too close. Yeah. Ah, Missy Powell, you beautiful, beautiful creature. Yeah, he took his shirt off. He is like Scotty from Star Trek. Was there someone black on Star Trek? Yeah, Horror, the original Horror was rest in peace, Nichelle Nichols. Man, I miss her a lot, man. We're an hour in, and yep. So it's like the Kryptonians in Superman. That there was only several people left. There was Kal-El, Kara, and Crypto. If you count the DC Super Pets movie, those are what, and of course Zod and his groups were, they escaped Krypton. Wow. I look at this movie and I'm like, again, Hollywood, what happened to your imagination? What happened? If Guardians of the Galaxy can prove, yeah, you can make a funny sci-fi movie with great makeup effects, CGI, and real locations, then you can do it here. You could do it with movies like Avatar. You don't need blue screen the movie. I love looking at this movie. After seeing so much CG this year, it's good to see real things on screen. You know, Peter Jackson used a lot of practical effects in Lord of the Rings. Real makeup, real makeup, and real people on screen. Even this guy's voice was way better than Ben Mendelsohn screaming. Is That's not good acting, guys. He's screaming in Rogue One. He screams in Robin Hood. He screams in Ready Player One. I already know that. You don't need to scream. That's not good acting. Here, if Robin Sachs had done a Star Wars movie, he would have been a lot better than Ben Mendelsohn screaming in Rogue One, or even Paul Bettany, who was wasted in Solo. It's very meta that they're in a in a TV show, living the TV show. Commander Taggart. So he had hair, he had a mullet. Yeah, I would love to. I would love to see somebody at Comic Con wear that Saris costume. That would be amazing. I would take a selfie with them and post it on Facebook and be like, "This is what makeup actually looks like." Someone, I would challenge them, get a costume like that or that makeup and do it. It would be amazing. I would be like, cosplay of that would be amazing. Yeah, we know. Wink, wink. A child. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good scene. Again, this is a cool looking villain. He's not in it that much, but when you see him, That's why you should treat actors with respect, guys. When you meet them, don't be a douche. Just be like, I'm a fan of yours. I love live. Say something nice like that. I I treated Amy Jo Johnson like a queen, and I gave her a smile. Even when I met Rachel Lee Cook this year, I made her smile. I'm like, you're so much cuter in person. And she was like smiling. And Olivia Wilde, I couldn't move. Like I told her that it was a dream come true to meet her, and she was smitten. See, I know how to talk to women. I'm not a Harvey Weinstein. I have charm. You've done it for years, Tim Allen, since Toy Story and the Santa Claus. This is a good scene, and see, they don't have to throw in a joke every 2 minutes. Psycho Watiti, they say we pretended, we lied. There's not that we lied. Oh, yuck, 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 yuck. No, sometimes subtlety is a good thing, man. But Taika Waititi is about as subtle as a hand grenade in a freaking in a convent. Seriously, that's how subtle he is. A good actor and a good director, but please stop putting jokes and everything. Some things need to be taken seriously. If this guy did Star Wars, I'm like, he did some episodes of The Mandalorian, but there wasn't a joke every 2 minutes. When Mando was getting healed, when IG-11 was shooting that spray, that was kind of cute because it's like, you've been injured. But the joke is not shoved down your throat. It's subtle. He like sprays him, his head. That's a good scene, yeah. I think Alan Rickman was drunk in the scene. He looks a little wobbly. I don't know. I'm not making fun of him. I'm just saying, like, they're faking it. Again, there's stakes in this movie. The Last Jedi had to put MCU type comedy, and it felt forced. Finn falling out of bed, that's not funny. I'll put you on hold. It was done better here when Sigourney Weaver did it. Because these are good writers. Who wrote this movie? It wasn't freaking David Howard and Robert Gordon. They did a way better job because they understood the assignment. Tony Shalhoub, you are the man. He's such a good actor, and he doesn't have to be. He's not over the top. He's very subtle, and he gets to kiss this gorgeous alien woman, and I'm like, yeah, go for it, man. She's still female on her planet. Look at that. Robert Gordon wrote Addicted to Love, Men in Black 2, and Lemony Snicket's and Sky Captain of the World Tomorrow. Those are pretty decent movies. They're not horrible. Wonder Park, yeah, that's a bad movie, but it wasn't his fault. That movie was made right before COVID hit. See, they're doing a real mission now. How do I care more about these people than freaking blue alien cats? Well, James Cameron, you got better writers here. You're not a good writer. You're a good director, but you were good back in the 80s and the 90s and even I'll just say the '80s and the '90s because after Titanic, he gave up. Justin Long is a good actor, man. He looks cute. He looks like he's 16 years old in this movie. He's such a good actor. I love these actors, people. I didn't love the actors in Force Awakens. I didn't love the actors in Rogue One. I didn't love the actors in Solo. They were just mismatched. They didn't have the chemistry. I didn't feel that these people are more like a family, which is what I wanted in Force Awakens, but I didn't get that. It was a bunch of foreign actors just doing a job. That's it. There was no connection. There was no, you know, there wasn't an interfacing, David Howard. Let me see who that is. Trek the movie. He did. He wrote that. He has a Terminator in his room, the exoskeleton. And again, that's a James Cameron reference of a better franchise than Avatar. These people are my kind of people. People like Justin Long that are so passionate about the source material. Yeah, those are my kind of people. When I went to Comic-Con this year and I looked at all these people, I'm like, man, I'm back. I love being back. I just was trying to take it all in. I was like looking at the ceiling and looking at the walls, looking at all these people lined up. I'm like, I love this atmosphere. I love it. I love it. I could live in that for a whole year. That's so cool. And the acting is so good in this movie. There's not one bad actor in this movie. It feels like a Star Trek movie. Yeah, I did like Beyond. I just thought there were problems in it, especially the pacing. And there was a gay subplot undertone that was not needed. With Sulu, they didn't need that. Now they have to use gay agendas to try to sell it. They're not telling a story. They use it as a crutch. You saw that gun. It looks like a gun in Guardians of the Galaxy. This movie set up Guardians really well, like over 10 years later. Merry Christmas, partner. Hey, what's up, man? I know it's not Christmas anymore. It's Kwanzaa and Boxing Day. Electric Dino. Hey, that's Jeremy Howard, the voice of Donatello in the Ninja Turtles movies. Yeah, that looks great. Look at that. That's Corbin Blue, man. I didn't recognize him. This is his first feet. This is what Corbin did. Metal. Yeah. So good, man. So good. How is this movie better than the last 5 Star Wars movies? Because it's good. That's great. It's like, oh. I'm having a ball. Wow. Yeah, and he's crazy because he has these spiky back. Yeah, that's so cool. Decent stunt. So that's literally a Star Trek phaser. There they are. Man, I haven't seen this movie in so long. Don't look down, down. Wow. I know. You took the words right out of my mouth, Sigourney. Look at that. Look at those bubbles. Where's let me my peanuts? I want to eat something when I watch this. It's good. I wish I had some popcorn, but I don't. This movie just excites me. It's so much fun, man. If you haven't seen this movie, you got to watch it, guys. Exactly. Unlike Hux, where they just kill him off, and I'm like, that's it? Hmm. So good, man. It holds up. Don't remake this movie. Don't you touch this movie, Disney or anybody. Who owns DreamWorks now? Paramount did make this movie, yeah, but DreamWorks produced the movie. They censored her words. She said the F word, but they had to censor it. I get it though. PG movie. She said screw that, and it was that, but they cut it because again, it's a PG movie. If this was Aliens, there would have been a ton of F bombs. Yeah, this is like in Attack of the Clones. Remember the droid factory? Yeah, it is. It's like the droid factory. Again, George Lucas took a lot of ideas from this movie, even though Phantom Menace came out the same year. But for Attack of the Clones, he came up with that. It's like, I want to do that scene from Galaxy Quest. Yeah, I know she said screw that. It was not that. They had to censor it because again, a PG movie cannot say the F word anymore. Oh, the rock monster. And there's no stupid fart jokes in this movie, which is great. There's some bodily humor, but not any fart joke. Yeah. Here it comes. Yep, she's kissing him. Hell yeah. Yeah, I can feel the sexual tension. Look at her tentacles, yeah. Again, if I kiss Missy Pa like that, forget it. She's getting excited. mm. Mm. Yeah, again, I do not blame him. They had sexual tension with. He busted a nut in the alien. That's great. Again, I can feel their sexual tension when just looking at each other. With the hobo and with Kylo Ren, I'm like, what sexual tension did they have? Their freaking Zoom call? Oh, you're so shirtless. I'm like, no. That came out of nowhere. Nobody was shipping that. One look could be more sexual tension than licking your lips or whatever. Or in freaking Eternals, where I didn't feel anything. They were having sex on a beach, and it wasn't. It was the unsexiest sex scene in any superhero movie. The one in Daredevil was better. That was with two people that actually. Mm-hmm. I'm shot. Tomorrow I'm doing X-Men 2, but I'm going to go out first. Wow. Deep. Mm-hmm. You will. It's good. It's a good. This is good writing, man. I missed this. Now people have to do stupid Gen Z garbage and call it a joke. No. I miss movies that were, well written, not written by monkeys. No, that's not a racist thing. I'm saying that apes and monkeys could have written a better scripts than some of these idiots that they call writers now. That's right. Spear him, Alan Rickman. Spear him. I forgot about this scene that one of the Thermians dies. He wasn't a main character. Oh, Natalie Portman. I love you so much. We're an hour and 23 minutes in. We're almost done. That's 14 seconds. Actually, it said 13 seconds. See? How is this more emotional than Rogue One? We're going to die. And then in Rogue One, they die so, like nonchalantly. Oh, we're going to get blasted by the Death Star, even though the Death Star wasn't operational till A New Hope, you freaking idiots. You mindless chimps that wrote that movie. Seriously. Yes, you said that once already. See, I don't need to read subtitles. There was only one scene with subtitles in this movie with the blue aliens, but it's short. With a Tuma, it was for the whole movie. And I'm like, we went through the pandemic. I don't want to read anymore. Sorry. Oh, you mean the ripoff of Rise of Skywalker? I'm sorry. I had to say it, guys, because those movies were a joke. See, there it is. The ending of the Rise of Skywalker, where everything is a freaking triangle and it could destroy a planet. Yeah, blow me. The Star Destroyers can never destroy anything except other spaceships. Even the Super Star Destroyer in Return of the Jedi didn't destroy a planet. Only the Death Star can do that. Closer? Yeah, Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I love this movie, man. I love this movie so much. I'm going to share this with you, Levi, and Josh. You know why? Because this movie kicks ass. And it's way ahead of its time. There's one bleeped line in the movie because, again, it was supposed to be an F-bomb, but this is a PG movie. Kids can watch this movie with their parents, and it's not, there's some things that are not for them, but it's not offensive. I love these aliens. They're so good. They look so good. I challenge anybody. I challenge thee to get dressing up like that at Comic-Con. You would be like, wow, that looks amazing. I know. Sunny. And even the mouth movements look good. Yep, it doesn't take a great actor to recognize a bad one. Wink, wink. J.J. Abrams, wink, wink. Uh-oh. It's like, oh no. It's a great reaction, man. Yep. Maybe if Captain Marvel, if people wouldn't shit on that movie and they treated it more like this, Brie wouldn't have gotten the hate she got. And I love Brie. I'm keeping that poster until I move out of this room. And even then, I'm going to get a poster for the Marvels to prove how stupid people were for hating Brie. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. I love that thing. Hey, Thermians. Ah. Are there any Bentos in the movie? Yes, but they're not bad actors, Little Sims. You have Alan Rickman, who is gone, and Robin Sachs, the voice of Saris. It's a good movie, man. I am Buzz Lightyear. I come in peace. I love Buzz Lightyear. I love this movie, man. Love it. It still holds up. It's still very funny. The effects and the makeup are fantastic. The acting is really good. One bad dubbed line, like I said, and maybe some dated effects in the beginning, but the rest of it is just a marvel. That's not Fred. That's not Fred. That's Sarah. See, he pretended to be him. Yeah, he's a shapeshifter apparently with that thing. Oh hell no! If this had everybody dying, that would be terrible. That would have ruined the movie for me. I think they got to go back in time. Yeah, Earth. Omega 13. Omega meaning the end in Greek. Oh, good. The Omega 13. It was kind of a reset button, but it didn't reset the entire movie. Yeah. Yep. See. That's right. That's right, Thermians. Kick his ass. Never surrender. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that the Omega was a reset button, but it didn't do like that stupid Prince of Persia movie. Oh my God, why did they do that? They used the sands of time to go back to the beginning of the movie. I'm like, you wasted 2 hours of my life and for 15 minutes of the movie that mattered. I'm like, Disney, you're idiots. You could have rewinded the movie like near the end and not do the whole movie over. I hate when movies do that. When they erase the whole movie like it didn't happen, I'm like, that only worked in Days of Future Past because it erased a bad sequel, X-Men 3. So good, man. This is like the Power Rangers movie. I love it so much for being a product of its time. GalaxyCon actually is that's a real convention. I saw it for the past 2 years on my computer. Oh, he talks nerd talk. I love that. Nerd talk is not Gen Z garbage. So it's like, what is he saying? That's such a good joke. It's a good movie, man. This is so good. It's an 8 out of 10 for me on IMDb. I'm going to change the rating because rewatching it, I'm having a ball. As an adult watching this is just like it's like a Guardians prequel, and I love it. I love it so much. And as a person that went to Comic Con this year and I got back into that nerd world, I love that. That's just something that's undescribable. You can't get that feeling at home. You got to actually be there and just take a look around at all this nerdism, the celebration of comics and movies and TV shows and cartoons and stream things and video games and just everything nerdy. I'm like, let's face it, a convention, a sci-fi or a comic book convention is like nothing else you've ever seen, man. What's your opinion on Jennifer Stone? She's cute. I think she's cute, Little Sims. I like her better than Selena because she's chubby and she has large, friendly eyes and she's a good actress. Kodak, I remember Kodak. This movie is great, man. It's a near masterpiece. I love this way more. This is what Eternals should have been. That's Jeremy Howard. Yeah, he's blonde. He was in Ninja Turtles. I didn't like those Michael Bay movies, but he was the best part of those two films, the 2014 movie and Out of the Shadows. He was Donatello. He did a really good voice as Donatello. The movie's not over yet, Jeff. I'm just clapping. And Daryl Mitchell is not embarrassed by this movie like John Boyega is with Star Wars. Uh-oh. Saris is still alive. He's British, I know. Those look like Klingons or the alien from Predator. Yes. Look at this thing. They're like, whoa. So they're shooting a Nerf gun at him. The last movie that reminded me of this movie was, besides Guardians, was Race to Witch Mountain with The Rock. It's similar in premise because there's an alien species going after these two alien kids, not adults, but it's similar. Race to Witch Mountain with The Rock. Again, take that, Way of Water. Take that. This movie cost $45 million, not $400 million. 45. This movie's awesome. I love this movie. I'll watch it again in 2023. You give the fans what they want, man. There's no better feeling than an exhilaration. Oh, I would love to get a Galaxy Quest T-shirt. Mando is my Galaxy Quest now. That was fun, man. That was a lot of fun. The journey continues. Alexander Dane as Dr. Lazarus. Rest in peace, Alan Rickman. We miss you a lot. Gwen DeMarco as Lieutenant Tawny Madison. Fred Kwan as TJ Chen. And Jane Doe as Lilaria or Lilari. Tommy Weber, yeah. Love this. And introducing Guy Fleegan as Security Chief Rock Ingrossen. It's a good movie, man. Nickelodeon said there's going to be a Henry Danger movie released on Paramount Plus. I know, Little Sims, because I get all the updates on Paramount Plus. Woo! An hour and 37 minutes too. It never overstayed its welcome. I love this movie. If you haven't seen this movie, Little Sims or Electric Dino, please see this. This is one of the best sci-fi movies of the 90s. I love this film. I wish I'd seen it in theaters when I was 14. I would have loved it. It's funny. It's got great practical effects, great cast, really cool premise, and it's a parody of Star Trek, a beloved parody, without insulting people that love that show, unlike Picard now. So live long and prosper, guys. Thanks for watching. And tomorrow I'm doing X-Men 2. Hopefully it'll go well because it's over 2 hours long. But this movie's amazing. I love this film. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.